Hey everybody, C-Key here, and I'm back to you with another video. Now this video is the best of beauty products for 2013, okay? Now before I get into this video, I have something I have to tell you. Happy New Year! This video is a tagged video, and I first saw this video on Addicted to Makeup 7's YouTube channel. It's basically going over a list of items that were like your favorite for 2013, whether it be a blush, a bronzer, eyeshadow palette. You get my drift? I am doing this video in lieu of doing a December favorites video because I'll probably be covering some of the same things. And I also, before I get into this video, I want to let you know that when we do favorites videos, it's not necessarily saying that that's our absolute favorite item and we will never use anything else. It's more so us, because us YouTubers buy a lot of makeup and we try a lot of different things. One month we may be using a bronzer for like that whole month. The next month we may learn about a new bronzer and we're really loving that for that month. So that's pretty much what it's all about. It's more of a this is what I'm loving for the month type video, but we call them favorites. Let's start off with primers. Now, because I do not really use face primers, I am going to talk about an eyeshadow primer. This is Milani eyeshadow primer. It is in the color 01 Nude. I have been running to this whenever I do eyeshadow looks, okay? So I think this was like $6.99 or $7.99 at Walgreens. So the next item is foundation. So let's start with my first love because I have a couple. This is MAC Prolong Wear Concealer, okay? And this is in the color NC45 and this is in the color NC50. Now, even though they're concealers, I use them as a foundation. I have a video I'll link below, which is my favorite foundation routine. I love this stuff because it gives you a flawless finish, it gives amazing coverage, and it doesn't feel heavy. The next favorite in the foundation category is my Kiss New York BB cream. It's called Beauty Bomb, but that's a BB cream. And this is in the color medium. I have a few videos on this too. I also have a demo and review on this product, and it is in the color medium. I do not have to mix this with anything. It gives you a matte finish. I am in love with this stuff. The next foundation is the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo Foundation. Now, I got this in the latter part of 2013, but I really love this foundation. I did a first impression. I haven't done like a follow-up, but it's an amazing foundation. It has a matte finish. I am rocking it today, and I really love it. The next one is concealer. As I stated, MAC Prolong Wear Concealer is my favorite concealer, hands down. If you don't want to spend $19 on a MAC concealer, then you can definitely get your hands on a LA Girl Pro Concealer. Now, this is another favorite of mine. It is called LA Girl Pro Conceal HD High Definition Concealer, and this one is in the color Fawn. I use this as an under eye highlight. It is $1.99 at my local beauty supply. I've also purchased them from eBay for $9.95, and that includes shipping. And so it's comparable to the MAC Prolong Wear Concealer, and I did do a comparison video that I will link down below if it is already published, okay? The other concealer is this MAC Concealer Palette. It is called the Pro Conceal and Correct Palette. This is in the color medium deep. It has NC40, NW40, NC42, NC43, rich yellow, and burnt coral. And these two colors you can use to correct any problems you may have on your skin, okay? And I use this palette every single time I do my makeup because I use it for my brows. The light color I use as a highlight under my brow. This color I use on the top of my brow. And closer to the summer months, this color right here is like the exact color of my skin. This is an amazing palette. The next one is powder. Now, if you guys have been following my channel for any length of time, you know that L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder is my all-time favorite powder. This is what I use to set my foundation, and this is in the color C7, but I love this because it blends like a dream, and it's not heavy, and it sets your foundation like wonderfully. Now, when I don't use this one, I use my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural in the color dark. Now, I still love this one. I mean, it's an oldie but goodie, but like the L'Oreal True Match powder trumps this one for me. but this is what this one looks like, and this is what I have on today. This is amazing. I have repurchased this a few times too. I typically use this one on my clients because I'm not trying to use L'Oreal on clients that are paying me a nice amount of money to do their face, okay? The next item is bronzer. I only use one bronzer whenever I do my makeup to do a little contour. I know a lot of people use MAC's Blunt Blush as a contour, but I like using a bronzer because it kind of warms up the face. So if you follow me again, you know that this is like my favorite. Matter of fact, this is the only bronzer I use, and it is CoverGirl Queen Q120. I would have to say that my most reach for blushes in 2013 would have to be my customized palette. Now I do have another customized palette, but this is the one that I grab for the most. And the reason being is because if I am going for a soft look, because I have dramatic eyes on, I will go for the Coppertone blush, the pink Swoon, Pinch Me, or something like that. Or if I want a deeper blush, I can use like a matte Raizin blush. Or if I want like a shimmer with a light flush of color, I can use my Sweetest Cocoa. And then even though this is a blush, it's in the color Blunt. I always use this when I'm doing like a natural eye look like I have today. I use this in my crease all the time. And this palette also contains some Le Femme blushes, which are a great alternative to MAC blushes as well. But I noticed that I reach for the ones in the bottom the most. Another blush that I have been like reaching for like all year that I was scared of at first is MAC's Fever Blush. The next item is highlighter. Now I can honestly say that throughout the year, I have used like loads of highlighters, but I always come back to this one. And this is MAC's Extra Dimension Skin Finish, and the color is Whisper of Gilt. And I have showed this on various videos as well. And this is limited edition, but don't fret because throughout the year, MAC has come out with more extra dimension skin finishes, and this one's in Superb, this one is in Shape the Future. So if you want to get your hands on something similar to this, just look out for their different highlighters. But as far as a drugstore highlighter, I would have to go for E.L.F, and this is in the color Sunkissed, and it is $1. So whenever beginners come to me and ask me what highlight do I recommend, I always start off with the E.L.F, and it's amazing. The next item is brow pencils. As for the brow pencils that I love, it's NYX brow pencils, and they actually come with a little brush on the end, so you can do your eyebrows with this little handy dandy pencil all in one. I use both of these actually. This one is in the color EP05 dark brown, and that's what that looks like, and I am rocking that today. I use the dark brown when I want a more defined and sculpted brow, and then I also have the color EP04 brown. Now this color I use when I want a more soft type look, not necessarily a defined look. Now with that, I use my Maybelline brow powder, and I go on top of either one, whatever one I'm using that day, I use this. Now I can't even begin to tell you the name of it because that's what the back looks like, and I have beat it up and I've had it for quite a long time, but I know it is a drugstore product, so they probably have different shades of brown, so you just pick which one works best for you. The next item is eyeshadow palette. I can make any eyeshadow look under the sun with this palette, but the color that I go in the most and like pretty much for every eyeshadow look is this color from the Comfort Zone palette, and I use it as a brow bone highlight. So this is like my favorite. And the next eyeshadow palette that I go to, like whenever I'm using another eyeshadow palette, if it doesn't have a color in it that I feel is doing the job, I always grab for this palette, and it is the Vanity palette from Wet n Wild. And I know that it's really, really hard to find, but there may be some websites out there that still have it, okay? Maybe even Amazon. Also, I believe that Wet n Wild just came out with a new palette that looks similar to this, but the pans are a little different. The next one is eyeliner. Now, as for a liquid eyeliner, my favorite is Jessie's Girls liquid eyeliner. This stuff is super like black, okay? And it's just, the application is just awesome. And every time I have on a winged liner or a cat eye, I'm rocking this liner. Love it. Haven't found anything that I love more than this yet. The next item is mascara. I have a couple of oldie but goodies, and I have something new that I started using in 2013, okay? So the first one is my MAC Prep and Prime Mascara. This stuff is amazing because I do not have the longest or fullest lashes. So whenever I wear my lashes alone, I use this and it just does like amazing things for me. And the mascara that I really love, that's a drugstore brand, is L'Oreal Waterproof Voluminous Carbon Black Mascara. I think this is an amazing volumizing mascara. However, I received a sample product of this Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara in one of my eyeshadow palette sets, and I had to go get a full size because this is amazing. See that brush? Like, it lengthens your lashes and it volumizes your lashes. The next item is lip pencils. I have a number of favorite lip pencils, so I don't even want to bore you with going into all the different names. So I'm just going to say that my two favorite brands are MAC lip liners and NYX lip liners. Now, if you don't want to spend, I'm guessing they're like about $15 now. I'm not really sure. If you don't want to spend that much money, then you can always get NYX liners for $1.99 from your local beauty supply. And to be honest with you, if I never could purchase any more of these in life, I would totally be okay with these. As for lipsticks, this is where the tag got really, really hard. You can't ask a girl that has a number of lipsticks to pick one. So I really, really tried my best to pick a few, but I feel like I'm cheating on my other lipsticks. Okay, so we already know that I'm a MAC girl. I am a Wet n Wild girl, they're Mega Last lipsticks, and I am a Milani Color Statement girl. I have a few from this line that I really love. I have a few from the Mega Last line of Wet n Wild that I love. As a matter of fact, I'm rocking this today. This one is in the color Sugar Plum Fairy. And MAC, I just went ahead and picked a nude, and I picked a kind of like fall color. So this color is Sis by MAC. Then another color, Diva by MAC. Now the last beauty item in the tag is lip gloss. Now what I learned about myself in 2013 is I am not really a lip gloss girl, okay? So I have quite a few lip glosses because I purchased them throughout the year, but I hardly ever reach for them. The one that I do reach for a lot that I can just rock alone is MAC's Revealing Lip Gloss. And I tend to top my Sis lipstick I just showed you with this as well. But that's what that looks like. Okay, now the last question of this tag, if you're still hanging in there with me, is your favorite beauty subscription service. I have never subscribed to anything beauty related. So that about wraps up this tag. If you guys want to do this tag, feel free to do this tag and let me know you did it so I can check it out. And Happy New Year once again. And you guys, I so appreciate all of your encouraging words, all of your beautiful comments, all of your support. So I'm hitting the floor running for 2014. I recently posted a picture on my Instagram about 2014. I was like, 2014, I'm coming for you. All right, because this is going to be a great year, and I'm so glad that I can share it with you guys. And until the next video, you guys have an awesome, blessed day, week, month, and year.